Hi everyone, welcome to another What I Eat in a Day as a Vegan. Today's video is kindly sponsored by Thrive Market. Many of my past offers and discount codes have been limited to my UK viewers only, so a big thank you to Thrive Market for giving me the chance to offer something to those of you in the US. This one is for you. If you are new to Thrive Market, it's an online marketplace which aims to make healthy living easy and affordable for everyone. On Thrive Market, you can shop for thousands of the best-selling natural and organic products at 25 to 50% below traditional retail prices. If you have a dietary preference, whether that's if you're vegan, gluten-free, 100% raw, you can shop more than 80 qualities, including non-GMO, fair trade certified, snacks, eco-friendly cleaning supplies and much more. On to what I had for breakfast this day, which was a pecan-chocolate no-bake granola. I started by adding 1 cup of oats, 1/3 of a cup of Thrive Market's organic pecans, which I had roughly chopped, 2 tablespoons of raw cacao powder, 2 tablespoons of melted coconut oil, 2 tablespoons of Coombs Family Farms organic maple syrup, which is also from Thrive Market, 1 teaspoon of vanilla powder and a pinch of salt into a bowl, and then I mixed that together well. I then added it to a pan on a medium heat and just kept turning that over for around 20 minutes. Meanwhile, I sliced up a handful of strawberries. Some of you may notice I'm using new knives. These ones are by Fury. They are such great quality and really comfortable to use. I'm always getting asked for knife suggestions and I would highly recommend these. Obviously the strawberry tops don't go to waste either. Both of the rabbits get those as a little treat. After around 20 minutes of toasting the granola, I then transferred that over to a dish, added in some coconut yogurt, and then I added on the strawberries, some blueberries as well, and then a little bit more of the granola on the top. I actually had almost half of this left, so this could easily make 2 portions. And ever since I made my original no-bake granola, I've been into recreating it with different flavours. This isn't actually overly sickly sweet. Sometimes I do crave something chocolatey for breakfast, and this is perfect for that. Instead of yogurt, you could also have this with some cold plant-based milk, or even warm milk would be really nice too. For a snack later on after breakfast, I made a chickpea vegan tuna salad by adding 1/4 of an avocado, 3 tablespoons of vegan mayonnaise, a tablespoon of Dijon mustard and the juice of half a lemon to a bowl. I then whisked those with a fork until smooth. I then added in a can of rinsed drained chickpeas, then mashed those up using a potato masher. Next I added in 1/3 of a cup each of chopped spring onion, chopped dill pickle and chopped celery, then seasoned with salt and black pepper and mixed that together well. I then took 2 rice cakes and placed some of the chickpea vegan tuna salad on top, and then I also topped them with some chopped fresh chives. I've made a few variations of this chickpea vegan tuna salad before. I wanted to try it with some vegan mayo this time, but if you'd prefer, you can use 1 whole mashed avocado instead, which is what I often do. That said, the mayonnaise did make it taste so much more like what I remember tuna mayonnaise tasting like, which goes to show you can completely change up the ingredients in this every time to make it different. For lunch, I made this kind of mixed salad plate. I first made a vegan Greek salad minus any cheese, so I chopped 1/3 of a cucumber, 2 salad tomatoes, sliced half a small red onion and halved 1/3 of a cup of green olives. I then added those to a bowl along with 1 tablespoon of olive oil, a teaspoon of dried basil, and then I seasoned with salt and black pepper and mixed it together well. I transferred that to another bowl and placed it in the fridge. Then using the same bowl, I added the other 1/4 of the avocado from the chickpea salad, a teaspoon of balsamic vinegar, a tablespoon of nutritional yeast, a teaspoon of onion granules and some salt and black pepper, and I whisked that together with a fork until smooth. I then added in a large handful of fresh kale with the stems removed and massaged that dressing well into the leaves. This tastes even better if you leave it in the fridge to chill for a little while. Then on a plate I just placed a handful of mixed salad. I then added on the kale, then the Greek salad. I then added on the remaining chickpea vegan tuna salad that was left over, and then I also added on a bunch of these Mary's herb crackers from Thrive Market, which are these little seedy crackers that taste amazing. I also took some of these Manitoba hemp hearts from Thrive Market too, which are great for omegas 3 and 6 and are generally a great topping for salads, cereals and yogurts. And I just sprinkle some of those over the top. The weather is so warm at the moment and I'm just fancying lighter meals, but whenever I make a salad I like to make it interesting with a few different things on my plate. All of these things complemented each other really well. The kale is so delicious and I love making it like this. A vegan Greek salad is always a winner for me. You could add some vegan feta to this or even chickpeas, and the crackers just add some texture and are great for scooping up the salad with. I made a vanilla oat and banana smoothie in the afternoon, and for this I blended 1/4 cup of oats in my blender into a powder. I then added in 1 cup of oat milk, 1 large frozen chopped banana, a teaspoon of maple syrup, 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon and 1 teaspoon of vanilla powder. I blended that until smooth and then I poured it out into a glass with a glass straw. I've been really fancying this smoothie recently. I've probably shown something similar in a video before, but it's just so nice on a warm day because it's like a cold vanilla banana milkshake, which is why I always use a frozen banana because it really thickens the smoothie and keeps it well chilled. For dinner I made this sushi plate. I first rinsed 1 cup of this organic California sushi rice from Thrive Market until the water ran clear. I then added 1.5 cups of boiling water in a pan and added in the rice. I brought that up to a boil and then lowered the heat, covered it with a lid and left it to simmer for 20 minutes. Meanwhile, I sliced up some sticks of cucumber, carrot and the remaining half of the avocado left over from earlier. Once the rice was done, I set that aside to cool. I then mixed 2 tablespoons of this American organic rice vinegar from Thrive Market with 1/4 teaspoon of salt in a glass. I transferred the rice into a dish and poured in the vinegar salt mix and then turned it through with a spatula. I think sugar is usually added, but I always make it without and it tastes fine. Next I took these Emerald Cove Organic Pacific sushi nori sheets from Thrive Market. I placed the shiny side down on my sushi mat and then placed some of the sushi rice on the rough side. I got a bowl of water just to dip my fingers in to help spread out the sticky rice, and then I pressed that out evenly all over, right up to the edges. I then sprinkled over some black sesame seeds and some regular sesame seeds, then flipped it over and next laid out a line of cucumber, avocado and carrot around 1 inch in from the edge closest to me. I then carefully rolled it up using my fingers to keep the filling in place as I rolled, and once it was all the way there I just neatened up the edges by holding the roll in place with the mat and pressing the knife against the ends. I then sliced that up. I just washed some rice vinegar over the edge of the knife to help it slice all the way through. I then did the same with the next nori sheet. I spread the rice out on top, leaving around 1 inch gap at the end furthest away from me. I then placed sticks of cucumber in a line and rolled that up, then sliced it up. I then made exactly the same one just with avocado as a filling. I then placed a small dish of tamari on a large plate. This was all I had. And then I laid out the sushi rolls on it. I then took this ginger people organic pickled sushi ginger from Thrive Market and placed some of that on the plate. And then this Eden wasabi powder from Thrive Market too, which recommends mixing a teaspoon with a drop of hot water to form a paste. And that's it. It can be quite time consuming, but I find the more I make sushi, the quicker I get at it, although I am by no means an expert at making sushi. We love making sushi plates like this for dinner, especially as like a chilled evening snack dinner for a warm evening. And they're just perfect for a lighter kind of meal in the warmer weather. It really doesn't look that much between two people, but I'm always so surprised at how much sushi quickly fills me up. You can really play around with your fillings. Cucumber, avocado and carrot are my usual go-tos, but edamame, pickled radish and peppers would all work really nice as well. Then for something afterwards, I had a few squares of this Hu cashew butter and pure vanilla bean dark chocolate. I've heard so many good things about this chocolate, but we can't get it in the UK, and I went for this as it seemed to be the most popular flavour, but there were a few others to choose from. Wow, this is seriously amazing vegan chocolate. It reminds me a bit of the On Bar Centres chocolate, so it has the cashew and vanilla centre. It's rich, creamy and smooth. It's so good. And that's it for another day on my plate. Don't forget to check out Thrive Market, as with my special code in the description box below, Thrive Market is giving you an extra 25% off your first purchase plus a free 30-day trial, and that's 25% off the already low prices that Thrive Market offers. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!